tanto jugando suelto como en competición. Tanto si se trata de un rápido 9 hoyos o de un gran 36. Tanto si juegas bajo presión o arrasando, siempre das lo mejor de ti. Nuevo Fuel de FootJoy.
Here with Ewing, season best, 66 today. Had quite a few birdies in the card, just one blip. Just take me through your round out there.
Yeah, really great start. I hit a great tee shot. I hit a 3-wood off a 10T and hit it into probably 2 feet, so had a pretty easy birdie on the first. And then 11, I made a good, I think, 10-footer, and then 12, I had a pretty simple 2-putt birdie. So it was a nice kind of calm start. Kind of hit just a stretch where I couldn't get anything to really roll in, but I still hit a lot of really good shots, and then towards the end of the round, collected a couple more. So it was a pretty consistent day, and I'm really just excited with my ball striking, because that's what I've been working towards, is like really getting that back on, and how I feel like I should be hitting it.
Take me through some of those stretches where you had a few back-to-back there. What was going through the mind?
Yeah, I feel like I said yesterday, like I didn't really have an expectation of like what this course would yield, but I feel like when you get scoring opportunities and you're able to capitalize, it's a big momentum and can really generate confidence for me. So to be able to get to those scoring holes and hit really good quality wedge shots and make birdies on par fives, that generates confidence. And I was able to have a couple of, I think I had 3 in a row to start, parred 13, and then also birdied 14. So I felt really settled in really early, which is a good feeling, and then was able to make a couple more on my back 9, which was solid.
What's been more key for you ball striking wise? Has it been your tee shots, or is it more approaches?
I'd probably say approach shots, but this course does require a lot of accuracy off the tee, some really tight fairways. So obviously it started with good drives in the fairway that have set me up for the opportunity to score with approach shots, but I feel like I've been able to dial in like where I want to pitch the ball, and a lot of opportunities hole high if they're not just like right at the pin. So that's kind of where I've been keying in on everything.
These greens have kind of a lot of undulation in them. There's a couple holes that have like these little speed slots. Like if you hit them, it goes hard.
Yeah.
How have you kind of adjusted with those approach shots? Have you tried to have you been playing like quadrants at greens, or are you going more at flags? What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, a few of those holes, like I think of 3 in particular, and that was a back pin today. So I took 3-wood off the tee, and I didn't hit it great, so I kind of had a longer iron in than I wanted to. But that hole in particular, it just kind of, you take what the hole gives you, and that I had like 176 to the hole, and I was like, you know what, if I have 40 feet on this, I'm looking left, I'm looking short, just kind of the fat of the green. But yeah, it does, I think, require really good strategy and patience, and then also the discipline to look away from some pins occasionally.
Heading into the weekend, I mean, you haven't really gotten off to the fastest start this season so far, but you're in contention, you're in the mix, you're only 3 back, 2 days left to play. I mean, what are you carrying with you with those 2 rounds left?
Yeah, I think it's just, I feel like in years past I've kind of been slow to get going, so I've kind of just, really be patient, trust the process of everything that I've been doing, and really trust that, my resume speaks for itself, and that I can, if I start doubting myself because I've been slow to start, I can really look back and be like, I've been slow to start, but I've still produced some really good tournaments, mid-year, end of the year, stuff like that. So I've just kind of hung on to that, and getting out to a really good start this week it's exciting for me. It's exciting to see that my game has been trending, and just overall, I'm just looking forward to the weekend, and hopefully I can, keep producing the same results.
How validating is that season low round?
Yeah, it's great, and I think for me, making birdies is big, but I eliminated a couple of mistakes today. I had more under par holes yesterday, but I eliminated, those bogeys today. I only had 1, so it's a really good feeling for sure. I know the weekend is gonna, it's gonna produce adversity. It produces some pressure, and I'm fully aware of that. But it's always, one day at a time, one shot at a time, and I've done what I can do through 2 rounds, and tomorrow I'll tee it up with the same mentality.
Awesome. Amanda?
With your great wedge shots into these greens, did you feel like you left a few birdie putts out there? I mean, you did go 6 under today, but there was still that came up just short.
Yeah, I would probably say I missed a few putts that I could have made, but not necessarily that you say I'm going to make it 10 out of 10 or even 8 out of 10, something like that. So what I'm trying to build off of from a putting standpoint is if I feel like I'm hitting good putts, then I'm doing my job, because not every putt's going to go in. So just making some putts and seeing putts go in, I can build confidence off that and know that, if the putter gets really, really hot, maybe I make a few more.
And then just final question for me on a personal note. Seems a pretty good week in the Ewing family. It sounds like a team's qualified for nationals. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's really exciting. My husband Charlie, his first full year, he did half a season in 2021, the last half. So first full year, the girls have they've put together some good golf this year. So I knew they had the capability 100% to make it to nationals, and they played some solid golf, and we'll get to tee it up for the national championship at Greyhawk, and I'll get to go support, which I'm really excited about because it's not very far from where we're going to be in Vegas the next week. And yeah, it's exciting. It's also my caddy's birthday today, so I thought, why not play some good golf for him too.
Yeah, I have one. I'll be the third person to mention your really good start today, and I'm just curious what you did yesterday to prepare for that. Did you relax after your morning round or work on some stuff?
Absolutely, I relaxed. This is going to be 100% like travel problems, but I was loading up my suitcase to head here, and the wheel caved in. So I went and looked at suitcases, and I'm going to probably go back and find a suitcase because I don't think the one that I have is going to make it on the trip back home. But I did that, and then I just hung out, and then I came by for the Pioneer dinner for a little while last night, show appreciation for them.
How cool was that? I mean, obviously the Founders Cup is always about honoring the past, present, and future.
Yeah.
How cool was it to be there to see Gloria Aaron and Patty Sheehan honored as pioneers?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I think what we do with this tournament and what everybody stepped up to make sure that we're giving back to the people that paved the way for us, because we may not fully get the grasp of what they endured and what they went through for us to be here playing for the purses that we have now. So it's just, it's very small, it's very minor, but to give back to them and show support it's really what it's all about.
Perfect. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
El nuevo Pro SL no tiene clavos, pero tiene un agarre increíble. Con una plancha de carbono adicional para optimizar el retorno de energía y un nuevo y moderno diseño, el zapato original de máximo rendimiento sin clavos tiene algunas ventajas importantes.